I think, maybe based on what Dr. Kalam has said and based on the response I'm seeing, maybe we can go directly into a Q&A session here. It'll make it a little bit more personal and more exciting for everybody.
Before that, I want to tell you, innovation, where are we? Innovation, where are we? India, where are we? You must know that, so that you guys get ready to do better things. Innovation index is the 2011. If you go to internet, you get 2011. Innovation, Switzerland number 1 innovation index. Okay, you are happy. Sweden number 2, Singapore number 3, Finland 5, USA 7, Canada 8, Germany 12, Japan 20, China 29, India, can you guess? 62. India 62. Now the question is how to convert the 62 into first 10 innovation index. Isn't that a good ambition? You must graduate with all the young people. When I see, definitely you must graduate to index number 10. Now, when I was a president in 2007, one great lady came from Finland. At that time, Finland 2007 number 1, index number 1. I asked the lady, tell me, how do you make your country number 1 nation in the innovation index? She told me, education and right type of education and women education. That's what he said. Education and right type of education. Right type of education, that means creative education and women education. This is the answers he gave. So we need for innovation a creative education, capacity building, global human cadre, my recent experience, evolution of innovation. Now you can ask me questions. Shall we, all of you repeat with me if you don't mind? Will you?
Yes, sir.
Will you repeat or no?
Yes, sir.
Imagination leads to creativity. Creativity blossoms thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge results innovation. Innovation make the nation. What? Innovation make the nation great. Innovation make the nation great. So this is creative education. Any campus, what we need is if you want to innovation index go first 10, imagination leads to creativity. That means imagination, the classrooms should be imaginative, the teachers should be imaginative, syllabus should be imaginative. Okay? And students also imaginative. Creative blossoms thinking. Starting point, creativity. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes results innovation. And innovation makes the nation great. Okay? So if this you have understood, then we have to work for it, how to make the nation within the 10 numbers in 5 years' time. Okay? Will you do, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, I'll catch you.
Dr. Kalam, you were talking about what it means for us to take innovation to another level, to get to level 10.
Well, I believe if you want to create your education, just now I told you, first thing is the imagination leads to creative, like that. You all repeated with me. And the parameters we need to just lift the index, creativity and the education system. Creativity in the education system. 2, primary education and before. Everywhere creativity has to come. Secondary education, higher education. In today's education, if you don't mind, I want to repeat it. In today's education system, biggest reform needed is primary education. Because that is the age 15 and the children have to be creative. If they have to be creative, you need a classroom creative, a syllabus creative, and teacher has to be creative. So that's the area we have to concentrate on. Now, regarding the higher education, like what you guys are doing, higher education, the following aspect will be considered. That is like IIT education, university education. Regarding the higher education, following aspect will be considered. What are they? Number 1, research and inquiry. Research inquiry, if you index that is index of innovation go to 10, research and inquiry has to be one of the component of the teaching and research. Second one is creativity and innovation. Third one, use of high technology. Fourth one, entrepreneurial leadership. Fifth one, moral leadership. And all the five components make the creative education. Okay. Now I want to tell for the student, young people, history has proven that those who dare to imagine the impossible are the ones who break all the human limitations. In every field of human endeavor, whether science, medicine, sports, arts or technology, the names of the people, just now I listed some of the names of the people who imagined the impossible are engraved in our history. By breaking the limits of their imagination, they change the world. You take C.V. Raman, you take Newton, you take Einstein, you take Chandrasekhar. By breaking the limits of their imagination, they change the world. The great, if you want to hear some examples, Example. Now I'm going to give you two examples. One is the childhood, that young age, how they thought, what made them to imagine creative. Two story I'm going to tell you. When Albert Einstein was 5 years old, 5 years boy, his father showed him a pocket compass. Einstein realized that there must be something in the space previously thought to be empty that was moving the needle. Later stated, this experience made a deep and lasting impression. In a campus, if you see, the needle moves. Why it moves? He was a 5-year boy. So that created in his mind curiosity. As he grew, Einstein built models and mechanical devices for fun and began to show a talent for mathematics. Now, in 1889, family friend Max Talmud, a medical student, introduced a 10-year-old Einstein to a key science and mathematics textbook. It's called Euclid's Elements. Euclid's Elements. Einstein called it Holy Little Geometry. This geometry book, small book he got when he was a 10-year boy, he calls it Holy Book. Einstein began to understand deductive reasoning, and by the age of 12 he had learned Euclidean geometry. Soon after he began to investigate calculus. His father intended for him to pursue electrical engineering, but Einstein clashed with the authorities, resented the second regime. He later wrote that spirit of learning and creative thought were lost in the strict memory-oriented learning. So he became the new person because the two small books, they changed their life. Now, when everybody consider sea travel as an experience of voyage, when Sir C.V. Raman was traveling from UK to Calcutta, to London to Calcutta, he saw the sea was blue and sky was blue in the horizon when sun was shining in the evening. He asked why, and he got a Nobel Prize. Okay, that means he was pondering why the horizon where the sky and sea meet looks blue. His research resulted the phenomena of inelastic scattering of photon in the light. For this discovery, C.V. Raman was awarded Nobel Prize. Any questions now?
Yeah, please ask questions, folks.
Good evening, sir. What is the problem with the research environment here? Why is there so much of, be it politics, be it so much of leg pulling, or why is it not so creative?
No, my view, what's your dream? Tell me, what's your dream?
She wants to innovate
for India. If that is so, see, it in the globalized world, knowledge workers movement definitely will take place. Okay, whether you are from India to another country or another country to India, knowledge workers will move. That is means people who have acquired the knowledge, movement will be always there. Just like Indians will go, the people will come from other parts of India. Okay, so these phenomena you have to accept. How do we create a creative environment? My feeling is, I have seen, I went to Harvard, okay? A few weeks back I was in Harvard. In the Harvard, I visited, they called it engineering applied science. The engineering department, they called engineering and applied science. There I saw 3 laboratories. One is innovation laboratory. In the innovation laboratory, the student, it is nothing to do with their syllabus. The students at the evenings, at the holidays, they go and they can work themselves, they can have their partner. For example, I saw in the innovation laboratory of Harvard, 3 students, one from MIT, next campus, another from Harvard, another from industry. They were working on how cable TV can be removed. That means how cable TV can work via the internet, like internet, that is IP, that is internet protocol in telephone system. How we can work the cable TV in the internet, they were working. Then I went to another laboratory, that is 2 professors I have met, 2 professors. And one professor is a biotechnology professor. He is working in the IT area. How the biotechnology can be used at the IT area. Similarly, the IT professor working in biotechnology. So what it means is the compartmentation in our system has been removed. No iron curtain between the departments. Second thing is, apart from what you are doing, there should be a provision for students to innovate. That means in the time, free time, they must put their ideas, a laboratory, innovation laboratory should come.
You have a mic there?
Why there is no setup and no institution in the India that which comes to place people for research, for alternative fuel energy, alternative sources of energy?
No, it's a good point. You got a very good point. You see, what is happening, when you come to IIT, if you are outside, you are coming in your car or scooter, 1 liter petrol generate 2.8 kilogram of carbon dioxide, 1 liter, okay? That's the point you are saying. Then imagine throughout the world they are using cars and trucks. Per year they generate 30 billion tons of carbon dioxide. That means we are damaging the ozone, and then the environment warming, that is the type of climate change we will be accelerating. So I have suggested what is called energy independence. By 2030, we must go for energy independence. That means we go away from fossil fuel, that is fuel, diesel, petrol, and coal, and this type of thing. You graduate from that to solar power, wind power, hydropower, and nuclear power, and biofuel. This is my 2030 we should achieve, so that 50% of fossil fuel usage can be reduced. And also, it is estimated by World Energy Forum, another 60 years' time, the availability of fossil fuel, oil, petrol, coal is go on reducing because it's not a renewable energy. So we have to get ready now itself for a clean fuel. Clean fuel, solar power, wind power, hydro power, and nuclear power, and biofuel. Okay, it's a good idea. Okay, next.
Yes.
Sir, my name is Abhishek. I am a 4th year physics student. When it was pointed out that research environment is not good here and people are going abroad, you said that it's a phenomenon that people go abroad and from abroad people come here. But here I don't see any PhD student from abroad. But I see 95% of students here going for a PhD abroad. Don't you really think that the research environment here is demotivating?
Well, I say it's a fact. The India's in the higher education institutions. That's why I was telling you the syllabus, particularly undergraduate syllabus, whether IIT or university, part of it has been research oriented. It's not only postgraduate or PhD, you have to for research. That research environment we have created, that means what is the solution? The solution is, I have seen, whenever experienced the higher researchers level professor moves in the environment, in the university students' environment, he is like a magnet. He attracts students for research not only from the same institution, from multiple institutions, even from abroad. So the solution to that, we have to create a research environment. That means we have to create the teaching environment. After all, what is teaching? The higher the research, higher the teaching capacity. So research, teaching, research. So I personally believe that our universities and our IITs, time has come, we have to give priority for a research environment. Research, but you are all fighting against the syllabus. Your syllabus you are fighting. So the reform has to come from the evolution of the new syllabus and the evolution of a new type of teaching system, and also the classrooms.